For you guys that are in here, the way the payout's going to work is if you pay in the 5 that I put in the description and you place in the top 5, you'll get your payout. If you don't pay in, you don't get the payout. What's PayPal? If we get 50 entries in, pay or no pay, if we get 50 entries in, there'll be a $50 match for the race winner.
What's your paid in count so far?
Hey, Steve.
He said if you need him, text him or message him on Facebook.
10-4.
All right, Vince. What are you talking about?
In here where we're racing.
I mean, I posted it in the iRacing room. You might have to scroll through it to find it now, but... Oh, you know what? It only shows to spectators because I'm in as a spectator. You'd have to do it.
Here, read it off to me.
What's that?
Read it off to me because I can't copy and paste.
Okay, you ready?
Yep.
HTTPS :// Discord dot G as in George / A as in Adam lowercase, A as in Adam lowercase, G as in George lowercase, A as in Adam uppercase, M as in Michael lowercase, G as in George uppercase, P as in Paul lowercase, K as in King lowercase. Looks good. Eric, you still hot lapping?
No, sir.
Sweet. We're gonna get cranking here in a minute. We are live, but screw it.
Can they hear us?
Yes, they can.
Again, guys, some of you guys that just start coming in, if you haven't paid in on the PayPal, if you finish in the top 5 or top qualifier and you did not pay in, you do not get a payout.
If you don't pay in before you hit the track, you don't get a payout.
You can race though, but don't expect a payout if you don't pay in.
Hey Steve, can you hear me?
Yeah, Carson, I got you.
Yeah, you can hear all y'all talking in the broadcast.
Yeah, we know.
Just FYI. Okay.
This is being televised, by the way. I got you, Jared. Standard payout right now, unless we get 50, it'll be 40, 20, 15, 10, and 5, with top qualifier getting 5. 20, 15, 10, 5, and 5.
Hey, Steve, are you actually in the race room? Like the racing room?
I joined as a spectator, so
Okay,
that's probably why they can't see any of my chats.
gotcha. No, I was trying to figure out, I'm trying to get some assists on adminning, so.
Yeah, honestly,
You can
trying to do
you
camera
can add,
work.
man.
Eric, you're in?
I'm watching, but it lets me add, man.
Okay, if you can add, man, I'm gonna need some assistance with yellows and EOLs and that kind of thing.
The only drawback on my end
10-4.
is doing camera work while trying to admin is almost impossible. Because if I'm going to pull up any kind of admin stuff, it's going to show up on the broadcast.
Right.
Top 2 qualifiers will carry to the
All right,
feature.
Eric, let's jump over broadcast room.
We're going to be too short on the feature because of the setup, so we'll be taking
Check.
We'll be taking 20
Gotcha.
through the heats, the 2 top qualifiers, and then 1 from the consi.
Well, all right, everybody, we're live. Holler Boys Racing covering the Wednesday Night Cash Clash. Qualifying has begun. Right now we're following the 7 of Seth Castle. He's real quick in practice. Let's see what kind of time he can knock down tonight. Got 5 minutes qualifying, 2 laps apiece. And we have up to 5 heats. Looks like it may only be 3 based on the amount of guys we have in the room, but we'll see what happens. We've got 25 plus entries here. Let's see if we can have a good race with a bunch of guys. This looks like the 7 of Castle is about a 10th off pole. 45 of Jared ran an 1860.
It's like Carl Jared put down a heck of a lap.
Yeah, that's pretty quick. Did he run last week? The same name sounds familiar.
I think so, but I'm not for sure on him. I was going through the list to see the guys that I recognize from last week.
I'll tell you, there's some heavy hitters in this race tonight. I ratings 4,000, 2,000, 3,000. Some serious talent out here for sure. So right now we're right on board with Cody Miller, 42. Riding the low line here.
That's what Seth done in his qualifying too. He was right against the grass in the middle of the turns, and he arched it out perfect into the right up against the wall.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely the shorter way around for sure. I mean, and early on, if there's grip top to bottom, why not take the short way? A little higher coming off for Cody Miller. What kind of lap time we get here of this? First one put him 8th. About 3.5 tenths off the pole.
Need to run a qualifying lap.
Let's jump on with Jeremy Patterson. Looks like he's actually just wrapped up his qualifying attempt.
Look like anybody else out there right now.
No, it seems like half the field has decided to just kind of hang and do whatever and kind of get in on the heats, which I don't know. I can't blame him for. It sounds like Vince wants to have them run a qualifying lap regardless, but I don't know. If they're here and they're going to run, let them run. Yeah, as of right now, there's nobody on track.
Not sure anybody else is going to be able to put a lap down with looks like 45 seconds left.
Yeah, it looks like we only had about 18 drivers take a time. Of course, we can't cover them all just for the fact that they all run essentially in the same 5-minute block. So we kind of got to scan between everybody and pick up who we can pick up.
Yeah, I noticed we don't have. I don't think any of the past winners of the Wednesday night race. I don't think.
Yeah, I think you might be right. Like I said, I know that Kyle Jarrett name does sound familiar. I believe he's raced with us before. I'm not sure if maybe he's from the IROC League. That kind of sounds like it's a possibility. I don't know. But interestingly enough, I don't see really any names that I truly recognize here. But so qualifying results of the guys that did take a time. We've got Kyle Jarrett as our top dog. Seth Castle, Dustin Dixon, Ronnie Dorsey, Neil Rush round out the top 5. Dustin Taylor, and 6, Chris Hill, Cody Miller, Robert Ridgedale, Jeremy Patterson round out the top 10. Vincent Short looks like he ran 11th. Heath Marlin, wonder if he's related to Starlin Marlin. 13th is John Neal. 14, Ella Prober, probably butchering that name. 15 is Aiden Gonzalez. 16, Ty Watkins. 17, Gordon Grant. 18, Brady Hauser. That's who took times at this point.
First start's on green.
Let's see how this heat
All
goes.
others, when we get to the feature,
Set the rest of the
will be
field.
on
It
the
looks like everybody that showed up tonight
leader.
is probably going to make the feature.
Looks like it's got. There'll be 8 drivers in this first
No
heat
yellow
here.
heats are constant. Make sure you clear the track if you do wipe out, and call it out if you can.
So there will be no yellows either on the heat races. I know
Well,
we will on the feature.
Yeah, I mean, that's probably best. I mean, it's only an 8-lap heat. If you get crossed up, looks like there's only 4 of these guys out here, Vincent Short being one of them. 5, 6, and 7, Washam, Pollard, and McCombs. I don't see them gridded up. And it appears we'll be going green the next time by. So it looks like just the 4 of these guys in this first heat.
Because we're pretty close on their time, so I think this could turn into a pretty good race.
Well, that's what's kind of nice about dirt track racing is they try to heat these guys together, so at least the heat's got some entertainment for the fans in the stands, and in this case, whoever's watching the broadcast. Entertainment from beginning to end.
Like they're all antsy to get going here.
Oh, of course.
Green flag.
Looks like Vince got a little bit of a bad start on that restart.
Well, is that by design, or is he sleeping at the wheel? He might just be hanging back just to make sure these guys don't wreck themselves and take him with them. Really, with only 8 laps, it's go time. There's already contact between all 4 of these guys. Vincent trying to find a line that he likes to make his way to the front. Ooh, over-rotated into the 15 of Vincent Short. They're in the wall. Keeps it going, though. Vince might have almost turned the 21 into the outside wall. So Vince picks up 3rd spot.
Yeah, I think that 21 was being a little aggressive from the start. May have got Vince a little heated.
Yeah, I mean, I can't say I blame him. It's only an 8-lap heat, so it's go time. It's like a late race restart if you did the feature. 8 laps is not a whole lot of time on a tiny track like the dirt track in Charlotte. Meanwhile,
I like
32. Go ahead, Eric.
I like watching this battle for second. You kind of see one guy running the low line, one run the high line.
And that's really what we're watching right now
Definitely
is is Vincent and the 5H a Hill battling for that position. It's two different strategies, like you said, Eric. One's high, one's low. We're just going to have to see what pays off here in the next few laps.
Hill got way too low right there.
So right now, Vince is hanging on to that second position pretty solidly. I don't know if the 5 is going to be able to make up the ground and get back by him.
Yeah, the 5's starting to overdrive it in now, so I'd say Vince is going to start walking away from him.
Vincent Short, of course, of Holler Boys Racing.
Yeah, the 5 just he was trying too hard and overdriving it way too hard in the turns.
32 with Dustin Dixon. Looks like he is on his way. Wins Heat 1. Second place, Vincent Short, the 5 of Chris Hill. Fourth place would be Aiden Gonzalez in the 21. Sometimes hard to cover these heats. They go by so quick and you're right on to the next one.
Yeah, they don't. It's a fast-moving process with the dirt racing.
Got to knock it out quick. You only got so much time.
So it looks like we got 3 gridded up for this one.
So we got 31 of Ronnie Dorsey, the 42 of Cody Miller, 41 of Heath Marlin. Let's see what kind of show they can put on for us. So 31 of Dorsey, 42 of Cody Miller, 41 of Marlin. All right. It's only 3 of them, but hey, they can make it a race. And we only got 8 laps till the next one anyway.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think some of the better races are sometimes the smaller field because the guys are so close and so even that they make it exciting.
That's true. I will say though, it looks like I'm gonna put my money on the 42 of Cody Miller here.
The 42. If you're taking him, I guess I will take the 31 of Ronnie Dorsey.
Okay, bet.
I'll go against you.
You would.
That makes it fun.
Green.
Green's in the air. Cars come to life. Looks like the 42 actually gets the jump on the high side, but the 31 takes it down low.
42 got way high there. I think that was the key for the 31.
Looks like the 42 of Miller working the low side at this point, trying to make his way around the 31 of Dorsey. If he can get a rhythm here, he might be able to make it work. I forget, did Vincent make the pass on the outside in Heat 1, or did he do it on the inside? I think it was the outside.
Yeah, he done it on the outside. I mean, I think the run is what helps coming off the high side. I got out and turned some practice laps, and this is a slick track.
Yeah, we ran this in the trucks in the IROC Challenge Series. I forget if it was Season 1, Season 2, but yeah, this place is tricky.
Yeah, it's got a nice little battle for the lead here, though. I mean, they're racing each other clean and staying off each other and racing neck and neck right now.
Yeah, I mean, you want to be aggressive, but there's no sense in wadding them up in a heat for an 8-lap race. It just doesn't make any sense. I mean, for the most part, it looks like everybody's going to make the feature anyway, so if you can win it, but don't wad the car up in the process.
Yeah, I mean, they're putting on a pretty good battle for the lead here.
I tell you, watching these two, it's like watching two fighter pilots fly in synchronization here. They're entering the corner the same, the rear end's pitching out the same. These guys are side by side every lap. going to be coming to 2 to go here pretty shortly, but we've got to see if the 42 can make its run around the 31. Looks like he may have cleared him at this point. Let's see if the 31 can get the momentum. No, he's trying the crossover on the inside, coming off a 4. Now they've switched it up. 42 on the high side, the 31 down low. 42 staying real high, trying to gain the momentum off turn 2.
Yeah, the 42 sent it in there real high, but look at the run he got. I mean, by the time they got to the end, he was there. Here comes a crossover.
42 gets that lap, coming to the white. Gets the lead back. Can he keep it? 31 with the run on the inside. 42 swinging high. Cody Miller tries to pinch him down low to slow him down. There's going to be contact. 31 makes contact with the inside of the 42. 42 of Cody Miller takes the heat.
That's the one I said, wasn't it?
No, I called Cody Miller. Don't even start. I win.
Are you sure?
I'm positive. We'll go back and listen to the tape.
Yeah, we're going to have a playback on that. I think I called him.
Either way, you owe me a beer. All right, so Heat 2, Cody Miller, Ronnie Dorsey, Heath Marlin. There's your 3, the only 3 that were in it. Now we're into Heat 3. We got Neil Rush, the 420 car. We've got the 20 of Robert Ridgedale, 23 of John Neal, the 555 Gordon Grant, our brethren to the north in Canada, the 94 of Hunter Hayden, and it doesn't look like Connor Williamson has made the field, but we got a 5-car heat here, so we'll see how the exact 8 laps play out.
Who you taking on this one?
Oh, hell. I'll have to go with the 20 of Ridgedale.
I'm going to take the 420 and Neil Rush and tie this series up.
Eric taking the 420 car. Why am I not surprised?
I like his paint scheme.
Yeah, sure you do. What is it, black and green with a whole bunch of plants and smoke coming out the back? Come on.
He's got some nice wheels, too.
Yeah, I bet you think he does. All right, pace car's in.
Green flag.
Green is in the air at the flag stand, and we're off and running. So the 20 of Ridgedale gets out to the early lead. Working that high side, going through 1 and 2 there. It's really got the momentum to lead lap 1. A little bit of trouble in the back of the pack there. The 94 and I believe the 555 made some contact. The 94 I think is just parked it into the turn 1 wall. No yellows though, so hopefully he's cleared the way for the rest of the guys on track here. No, he's kept it going. He's almost going a lap down here, but he's on track. Again, everybody's probably going to make the feature here with everybody we've got joining the rooms thus far.
A 420 trying to make a comeback to get that lead back.
Oh, once again, the 420 working down low. Had the same problem as the 20 of Ridgedale. They got into the corner pretty hot down low and then slid up to the high lane. Weren't able to gain any kind of momentum coming off. At the line, we got 4 to go.
And the driver, Chad, I hear him cheering for O'Neal to win. He must have some fellow drivers in there.
That's all right. What's the old saying? Teamwork wins, assembly line to finish line?
Absolutely. I think it may have hurt him right there.
I think that was brought to you by your fellow UAW workers.
Yeah, he got in the turn way too low and broke his momentum coming out. I don't think he's going to be able to run the 20 car down now. I picked the 20 car, didn't I?
You trying to take the glory again? The glory hog.
I thought I picked him.
I thought you did. Remember we talked about the 420 and the black and the green and the smoke coming out the back?
Oh, I guess that makes it 1-to-1.
Yeah. How about this? I win this one, but you still owe me a beer. Tony Robert Ridgedale takes the heat. Second is the 420 of Rush. Third is Neil, the 555 of Grant. And the 94 of Hayden brings it home fifth after an early wreck. So that was heat 3. We got heat 4 coming up. Imagine that. It goes in order.
I think I should get first pick this time.
Go ahead.
I gotta wait and look at their qualifying and practice numbers here. I gotta analyze this.
You gonna make a pick before the race starts, or what are you doing here?
A 3-car shootout.
I'm gonna take Jeremy Pete Patterson.
You punk. You were checking iRating, weren't you?
No, I can't check iRating. What is the iRating on these three? Well, who you taking?
Well, Patterson is 2379 iRating, and he's from Australia, New Zealand, so he is a dirt guy through the blood. So if you're picking him, I'm just going to have to go with Jason Henson because he's from America.
I'm sorry. I set up on the outside. There's only 3 of us.
Line up like you normally would, where you're supposed to be.
Okay.
Here we go.
Pace truck's in.
Let's go 10.
Additional for the feature, leader on any
Wait, you want the 10? I thought you wanted the 44.
To start.
That's what I meant, the 44. I'm sorry.
Don't be sorry. I'll take the 44 if you don't want him.
I got the 44.
Okay.
My guy's going to the lead right here.
Yeah, 10's going to turn left and wreck him.
The 44 does have a good looking car, that monster car.
Yeah, good paint on it for sure. Great battle up here, first place between the 10 of Henson and the 44 of Jeremy Patterson. 5 laps to go. Only a 3-car heat, and it's still entertaining. So far, these small heats, like Eric was saying earlier, they're real fun to watch.
Yeah, we've had some good races. I mean, these up here for the lead, it's been exciting. I mean, we got another one right here.
Ooh, the 28 over-rotates in the corner. Can't keep it down, going down straight down the straightaway.
Jeremy's going to have to... Go ahead, Steve, I'm sorry.
Vince again, here we go. The 51 of Hauser, I believe, ended up taking it to the pits. He is now a lap down, so the battle is really between the 10 and the 44. So, hey, we can't lose. One of us is going to win.
Yeah, it's... How many laps are they to go?
We got like 3.5 to go.
The 10 car's just been so smooth up there.
He's riding that high line. It seems to be starting to come in. I think track conditions are carrying over from heat to heat, so that's a benefit to anybody running that high line. They both look pretty smooth, though. You're right about that.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people are kind of shaky up top, but I mean, he's being real smooth and doing what he's supposed to do right now.
Ran it a little high, almost caught the wall. 10 of Jason Henson. Real good run to the inside. Jeremy Patterson. Not enough to make it clear, though. Let's see what he does in 3 and 4. Coming to the checkers. Contact made coming on turn 4. They both wreck. better get it going here. It's going to be a drag race. The 44 Patterson's going to do it. Dirty.
Yes.
Get the win.
Done it dirty.
Yeah, that was dirty. But it got me a win on you, Steve.
Yeah.
Junk your shit. Man, you ain't lying. They wanted that win bad.
So finishing order here is Jeremy Patterson in the
Good enough
44,
to do a
Jason
nice
Henson in the
guy.
10, and Brandy Hauser in the 51. Those other 4 guys didn't run. Hopefully they're around for the feature, but I guess we'll just have to see.
Looks like we're going into the C main.
C main. Looks like we only got 4 guys in the C main though.
We don't have anybody in there. I'm sure they'll advance this.
Yeah, possibly.
No, the Tim wasn't too happy with Jeremy after that, and I see Jeremy is apologizing to him.
Well, that's good. I mean, if it's a dirt track, you're sliding around, it's a heat, it's not the big deal. I mean, you're going to be aggressive because you want to move up, but at the end of the day, you don't want to wreck a guy for a win. If it ends up going that way, apologies are important. So, looks like Pace Truck is the only one involved here, so hopefully they advance this. I don't know if Vince can handle that.
I believe the paint truck's going to win this one.
Oh, yeah. Pace Truck's definitely going to win.
Picking the pace truck. So what? Is it 2-1, Vint or Steve?
What do you mean 2-1?
You've picked 2 right. I've picked 1 right.
Oh, so you do admit that you lost those first
Yeah,
two.
give it. I
Okay,
think it's
cool.
like 2 minutes and I won by so.
Yeah, I went back and watched the tape. Theo, don't lie.
Yeah, 2-1.
Yeah.
I need to tie this up here.
Kyle, you disqualify me if I take you out in the picture.
All right, everybody. Well, this is wrapping up here. We're going to take a quick break. It's going to be presented by Castle Packs Power.
Race admins in here.
Popple, your digital
Determine that
business
you
card,
caused the
and
wreck.
Holler
It
Boys
is me,
Racing.
well, just
We'll be
like
right
normal
back.
dirt rules. Go to the back. Don't argue about it. Admins are going to determine who causes them. Take responsibility. If you cause it, call it out. That way we can get it fixed and get going.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Looks like
My
we've got
money for the
our
94 for this race.
consolation race here.
Who do we got in this race?
Looks like it's just the 94 of Haddon. So I got my money on the 94. I beat you. We'll call that a win.
Well, he had to run it by himself.
It looks like it. I mean, they could just advance it, I believe, but
I don't think this one counts.
no, we'll call this one a wash.
Green
Oh, he getting on it now.
There's always one, Kyle.
Man, he's making that low line look good. Maybe it's just where he's by himself, but he looked pretty going around that low line just now.
You do what you got to do. He's got a better dirt eye rating than I do, that's for sure. It ain't much.
What's his?
He's about 1,500 plus. But I don't even have one yet, so.
He may be a newbie.
Could be.
I think this is the first time we've only had one Holler Boys driver in the race, isn't it?
Yeah, because Brian's out of town, and I'm surprised Carson's not running.
I know Carson's been working a lot, and our Australian teammate said he had to miss this one.
Yeah, where's Neville tonight?
He messaged earlier and said he was having to miss it.
Well, that's too bad.
So the features after this, right?
I believe it is. I think there's a warm-up right after this, but then you've got the feature. I think the warm-up's a 5-minute warm-up.
Features 50 laps.
50-lap feature, and there's going to be cash payouts for, I think, the top 5 and the top qualifier.
Connor's coming around to take the white flag.
White flag?
Was I a lap too soon?
I show 5 to go.
Yeah, these races are long. That's my fault.
You scared me there. I thought we had a problem.
These are 12 lap races.
Yes, sir. Consies are 12, the heats are 8. Features 50.
This is a great time for him to get some practice in. You know, you said he had a kind of a lower I rating, so get to feel the track a little bit, and I mean, it may give him an advantage going in this feature.
Well, absolutely. He, I think he wrecked in his heat lap 1, maybe lap 2 going into turn 1, so he didn't really get any laps there. So running 12 extra by himself, it's definitely not going to hurt.
Yeah, I mean, the track's always changing, so he's going to be the most recent driver out on the track.
Absolutely. All right, there's the white flag. Last lap for Hayden. Hayden. I don't know. Hunter, send us an email. Let us know how you say your name. Checkers in the air. Consi is over. And look at that. He's going to make it to the feature.
He had to race his way for that one.
I think we got to warm up here. I would say it's go time.
Down a dirt road, rebel flag flying, coon dog back. Truck bed loaded down with beer and a cold one in my lap. Earnhardt sticker behind my head and my woman by my side. Tailpipes popping, the radio's rocking, country boy can't survive. If you got a problem with that, you can kiss my country ass.
Sean Steve.
All right, so we're back here. dirt track at Charlotte. We're in our warm-up. We got about 4 minutes to go before our 50-lap feature Wednesday night Cash Clash. Well, you got an early pick, Eric. Who are you picking to win this feature?
I'm gonna wait and see. Let me see. I'm gonna analyze this a second.
I already got my pick. I'm going to go with the 44. Patterson.
44 of Patterson. I'm going to take the 45 of Kyle Jarrett. I'll take, you got the 44, I got the 45.
You know, I'm going to switch it up. I'm going to go with the 42 of Cody Miller. I don't even know where he's at right now.
What changed? What changed your mind there?
Well, he came through for me in the heat. He won one for me there, so why would I switch it up? You took the 44 before. I figured you were going to take the 44.
The 20 won a heat for you too. You could take the 20 of Robert Ridgedale.
Ridgedale? Yeah, I could. But hey, look at the bright side. The 44 is back on the market, so if you want to take the 44, you can do that too. Oh, whatever.
I consult it with some of these guys, and I think I'm going to take Kyle Jarrett.
Kyle Jarrett. Okay, that's a good pick. Can't knock you there.
First start's on the green. All others after that's on the leader. Leader will have lane choice on restarts.
Of course, Kyle Jarrett is on the pole.
If somebody doesn't grid up in front of you, slide up.
Really? I did not know he was on the pole when I made the decision to take him.
So far, so good.
Well, that's not a good thing. I don't think pole sitters want to race.
Well, you know, it is kind of a bonus point, though, because you picked him and he's on pole. It's kind of like an extra win. So if he wins the feature, you win the night.
Oh, yeah. If I lose this, we'll probably have to do like rock, paper, scissors. You know, best out of when I win.
Yeah. All right, so Vincent Short, I believe he is starting back in P7. Not a bad spot with a 50-lap feature.
Yeah.
If he plays his cards right, he can certainly work his way up to the front.
To have it on there.
Looks like Vincent made a little contact with 20 of Ridgedale.
Probably be hitting up Garrett.
I didn't see that. I was up front watching what's going on up here.
All right, pace truck is in. We're going green.
Me?
45 of Kyle Jarrett brings him down off of turn 4.
Did not get a very good start.
No, he was definitely sleeping on the flag, but he got away with it. The 32 showed a lot of patience and didn't run him over. 45 of Kyle Jarrett keeps the lead. There's that 42.
Not bad.
Cody Miller working his way on the high side. Oh, but he gets collected into turn 4 on lap 1.
Kyle Jarrett running up against the wall.
Well, it seemed that later in those heats, it seemed that high side was really starting to come in. So if he's accustomed to running the high side and the track is ready for it, he might as well. Oh, we got trouble coming off of 4. No caution. 420. We stay green. Just to clear it out.
Great, that was into that.
Wow, we are 4 wide coming off of turn 4. Incredible.
Yeah, they are some great battling going on right now.
Ridgedale, 20, gets up into the wall. Keeps going forward. Drops back to 3rd place. He's in the wall again.
Who did you take again?
Cody Miller at 42. He's
Okay.
back in 5th right now.
Looks like Kyle Jared, my pick, is putting a pretty good lead on right now.
Okay, there's action all over the place right now. Vincent Short maintaining his position in the 8th spot. About 3 1/4 seconds off the lead right now, but things will change as this track starts to come in.
You know, battle I've seen going on is the 42 and 44. They've been having a great battle up there, nose to tail, pretty clean. So it's been a good battle between them two.
Yeah, Patterson and Miller both. They definitely know what they're doing out here on dirt. Again, Patterson being from New Zealand, Australia, those guys are nuts about their dirt racing. That is for sure. This I-rating definitely shows it. Cody Miller, same situation. Those guys are, he's an American, but he's no slouch on dirt either. Oh, a little bit of contact.
Yeah, I think the 42's a little bit faster, but the 44's just running his line right now. I think the 42's going to have to take a different line.
I agree, but I also think that was a little, hey, I'm here, and I'm quicker.
I mean, I think he's definitely quicker, and now, you know, the 10 dives way down in there and comes up the track. I thought he was going to maybe make contact with the 42.
At the moment, Kyle Jarrett in the 45 continues to lead. We're 11 laps in here at the dirt track in Charlotte. Second place, the 32 of Dixon is almost a full second back. Third place is the 20 of Ridgedale, 4th Miller, 5th Patterson, 6th Henson, 7 Castle, 8 Short, 9 Marlin, the 10 of Hayden, and the 94 of Hayden and 10.
42 finally got around the 44. He dive bombed it in there and just slid up in front of him and cleared him, and the 44 had nowhere to go but to hit him. They both got some good damage.
Well, I'll take a look here. I got a replay of it, I believe.
Let me just take it now.
Going into turn 1. Yeah, he drove that low line and did a slide job and basically took the contact from the 44 to propel him forward. It was a ballsy move, that's for sure.
Got to give a shout out to Brian Rose with Holler Boys. He said he is sitting in Margaritaville right now watching this race. He's on vacation, couldn't be a part of it.
Can't give him a shout out in Margaritaville. Come on, we're sitting here, we're calling a race, and he's drinking a margarita. Come on.
Hey, he put hashtag dedicated on there.
Yeah, I'll give him that.
So it looks like Kyle Jarrett's still leading the race up here, and looks like he's running a little too high. I mean, second place has caught him.
Yeah, we're gonna have a battle here in a minute for sure.
And that's who you took, what, the 20?
No, I took Cody Miller at 42.
Gosh, I'm glad you didn't take the 20.
Well, unfortunately, the 20 is riding the wall again, like the guys were doing last week, and that is a big no-no.
I think I suggested for you to take the 20, and you didn't.
Yeah, well, if he DQs himself from riding the wall, then that's not going to help him. So far, it looks incidental. He's not doing it on purpose. So, 45 of Jared continues to lead. Ridgedale in second, Henson in third. Coming up on a little bit of lap traffic here. The 420 is a little dazed and confused here. Coming back to the leaders awful quick.
He gone.
I will say that the 45 and the 20 are checking out on the rest of the field. They've got about a 5-second lead over third place.
They are both riding right up against the wall. I think the 45 is keeping it out of the wall though.
Yeah, Jared is definitely keeping it out of the barrier. The 20 at Ridgedale he's driving it in really hard, knowing that he can hit the wall. Looks like 45 at Jared has made some comment about him doing it. 20 tries the slide job on the 45. .45 going to use the lap car as a pick, it looks like. Oh, almost to come around. Big battle up here up front. And the 20 in the wall by the lap car of 5. We're going to get a yellow out of this? No, we stay green still.
Wow.
And all Ridgedale has to say about it is, wow.
I mean, I'm sure Vince, talked to him about riding that wall with the glitch in our racing. So, he had been doing it, and I think everybody had kind of had their belly full of it.
I must have missed it. Looks like Vince had an issue out on track as well, because he is very slow. Let's see, do I have it here? Yeah, I don't know if he's trying to do some admin stuff or what's going on, but he pulls it into the pits here on the backstretch. So we're back here with a good battle for, it looks like, 3rd, 4th, and 5th, I believe.
Hey, my bad, man.
10 of Henson gets up into the
Oh,
wall
you
and
good,
breaks
man?
up
I
that
can't get
party
off.
awful quick.
I got one.
42 of Cody
Yeah,
Miller. Working on the 7 is Seth Castle. Works his way to the inside. The 42's got some left front damage. That fender's just missing. Miller is up to 2nd place.
There are definitely some beat up cars out there right now.
That's for sure.
Wow, I can't believe how bad that jack car was.
Man, I know I can't turn mine just my right side just falls, my left side.
So coming to 20 to go here. The 45 of Kyle Jarrett continues to lead. I believe he's led from
like down on power.
drop of the green.
Yeah, I'm playing boy. I can't even drive it.
He's got a solid 4.5 seconds on the 2nd place car of Cody Miller.
Hee hee.
Yeah, that wall's definitely helping some of them that's using it, I think.
We pick up the action with the 94 of Hunter Hayden, who's up to the 5th position. Seems like the 12-lap consi that he ran by himself has definitely helped him out.
It looks like he's in a good, clean battle right now with the 31.
Now, what does that 94 car remind you of?
94.
With that color and everything else, it looks like that Bill Elliott paint scheme with McDonald's was the sponsor.
It does. I thought you was going to say that kids movie car. What's that called?
Oh, yeah, Cars, Lightning McQueen. Yeah, I kind of see that too.
I thought that's where you was going at. Him and the 31's battling it out pretty good. I think that low side just, I I mean, it looks like some laps it's good and some laps it's not. It's not consistent.
No, Ronnie Dorsey in that 31 is certainly giving it a go on the down low. Trying for the slide job, but doesn't have enough to clear the 94 coming down the straightaway. So they're catching the 015 of Vincent Short, though Vince is 2 laps down.
Looks like Kyle Jarrett. I checked in with the leader. Looks like Kyle Jarrett's still holding the fort down up there.
Yeah, he's going to have to have a big problem here to give this one up tonight with only about 12 and a half laps to go.
All these guys are racing. You can never count out a caution. If everybody gets bumped back up, that could change this whole outcome.
Yeah, I think the good news is we've got admin cautions turned on, so unless it's a hell of a wreck, we're not going to see a yellow for just one car spinning out in traffic. Oh, the 10 of Henson gets into the left rear of Vincent Short and sends Vincent for a ride in the infield.
Come to a complete stop in the infield and call for the tow truck.
Yeah, that was definitely not Vincent's fault, but yeah, he spun to the infield and hit one of the Musco lights that's lighting up the track. I don't know if there's enough time left, but the 42 of Miller is definitely cutting into Kyle Jarrett's lead with a deficit of 3.5 seconds. He's going to have to really hustle to make that up in 9 laps.
Yeah, and he's, I wonder, how the lap cars will do. Will they let him go? They going racing?
I think that might be part of the problem, too. I didn't see what Jarrett's got in his way, but he's been having to fight with some lap traffic. 42 of Miller is definitely riding as high as he can. He's not riding on the wall. He's doing it right. He's beating up the right rear of that car for sure. He's cut another half second off with 8 laps to go. I don't know if he's going to catch him, though. It might be close.
It looks like there are 2 cars in between them, too. Or, well, 1 car now. The number 23 of John Neal.
Yeah, he didn't seem to give the leader any room either. Let's see if he helps out the 42 here at all. Miller gets into the wall pretty good going into 1 there. Actually, 23 pretty quick, but I think he's running out of time. Takes the low line into 1. 42 of Miller stays high. That car really does try to stay out of his way here. Yeah, Miller really hasn't been gaining a ton of time, but he's got it down to 2 3/4 seconds with 3 laps to go. 4 laps to go.
He ran a 19.560 last lap, and Kyle Jarrett was a 19.766. So, he's definitely faster right now, but is Kyle Jarrett saving anything?
Yeah, that's a good possibility, too. Miller is about 2/10 quicker. Lap 47, he was about a 10th, maybe a 10th and a half quicker, but again, we're running out of time.
Yeah, he's going to have to pick up probably more than that in order to run Kyle Jarrett down. He was actually faster than than Cody that lap.
So Kyle Jarrett coming around turn 4, sees the white flag in the air. Something significant needs to happen if he's going to lose this one. He's got to give it away in order to not take home the trophy. And some cash. 45 Kyle Jarrett slides it up in the high lane off of turn 4, just skims the wall, sees the checkered flag, and he wins the Wednesday night cash clash at the dirt track in Charlotte. Second place, 42 of Cody Miller.
I
Seventh
watched him hit him
is
right
Seth
wall,
Castle.
boys.
Fourth, Heath
He's
Marlin.
ugly.
Fifth is Ronnie Dorsey.
He's just better.
Yes, so that was, we had some good heat races, some good clean
Yeah, this thing turned
feature
into
a
a
few
handful the last
wrecks.
couple of laps.
Yeah, nobody really had anything for Kyle there. I can't say that
I hear you.
Cody could have done anything with him or not. Maybe if he hadn't got caught up in
They're
some
ready,
traffic
gentlemen.
early on, who knows? But I guess we'll have to wait till next week and see if
They
these
would have
guys
been.
show up again.
Yeah, I would like to see them get launched back up there at the end. I mean, I think it could have been a good
Kyle.
race with Cody and Kyle. They were both fast towards the end.
Well, that's wrapping it up here. Let's look at the rundown here, the final results.
Good race,
Winner,
guys. Just follow
Kyle
Hollow Boys
Jarrett.
on Facebook. We'll do announcements for every Wednesday's
Second
race.
place is Cody Miller. Third place,
Thanks for
Seth
coming out.
Castle. Fourth place, Heath Marlin. Fifth,
That's
Ronnie
it,
Dorsey.
just give my
Sixth,
payout to the
Hunter
next
Haddon.
eligible guy. I didn't pay an entry.
7, Jeremy Patterson. 8th, John
I got
Neal.
you.
9th, Jason Henson. 10th, Holler Boys Vincent
Thanks for
Short.
those, man. That's fun.
Looks like
Not
Seth
a
Castle's
problem.
going to run next week because he didn't pay in, and he did run well. He finished in the money, but he's not going to get any money because he didn't pay in, and he said so. So good for him being an honest guy, and hopefully we see him next week.
Yeah, absolutely. I think they, this was probably one of the best feature races as far as not a lot of accidents that we've seen, as far as big accidents and big cautions.
Yeah, I mean, I think what we've been doing in the past is we've been letting iRacing call the yellows, and yes, it's helpful for Vince because he's trying to race and admin at the same time, but the same token, you get a lot of yellows for a lot of stupid incidents that really don't need one. Guys that get crossed up, they can get it straightened out and cleared before the leaders get back around. But it's tough. You got me and you up here in the booth calling the race. It's tough for him to do admin work while he's at the wheel. It's difficult. But we make do with what we got. I think admin cautions were turned on, so we had a little leniency in that department, which made the race go by awful quick. We had no yellows, which is great. And I think we still had a pretty decent race. We needed someone to really go up there and chase Kyle, but at the end, Cody Miller was definitely reeling him in, and I think a little bit of lap traffic maybe slowed him down a bit on that. But hopefully we see these guys back again. That was fun to watch.
Absolutely. The heat races, I think everyone that didn't just have one person in it was very exciting. Come down to the wire, and that's what we want to see out here.
You know, and that's one thing I've been noticing is a common trend here the last few weeks that we've done these. The heat races, though they are short, they have tended to be the better races. And I don't know if that's because we've got a smaller field, there's only 4 or 5 guys, or if it's shorter laps, or what it is, but it seems to be the most entertaining watching that.
Yeah, and I think everybody's trying to be conservative in the heat race, but they know it's go time too. Like you said earlier, it's only 8 laps, so
Absolutely.
they're trying to get what they can.
Oh, looks like Vince is the only one here in the Discord, so let's pull him up and have a quick word with Vince. Hey, Vince. You got us?
I got you.
So, what happened tonight? You were running pretty decent mid-pack, and then last I looked, all of a sudden you're running real slow down low. Did you have an incident, or were you trying to do some admin stuff, or what was going on there?
Nah, I started going down low because we weren't making up any ground up on the wall. We had a few wall riders, which I had advised them not to do. So we still had a few stragglers in there that weren't real clean. I got punted a couple times, and then that second time I just took it inside to get out of the way and let the leaders battle it out.
Yeah, we saw. It looked like it was I think it was the 10 maybe of Jason Henson came up down low and caught your left rear hard and sent you for a ride.
Yeah, I went back and looked at that one. That was a racing incident. He came up, I came down, so we kind of met in the middle on that one. The one before was, I believe, a pretty much straight punt, so I had to make up some ground there. And then after that, it was just playing catch up. There was basically one line. I was trying down low, try to get some grip, try to make up some ground because they weren't racing real clean up top. So I figured I could knock a few off.
Well, overall, it was definitely a bigger field than we had last week. It was entertaining to watch. We almost had a battle for the lead there late with Cody Miller chasing down Kyle Jarrett. He was definitely catching him, but ran out of laps.
Yeah, Kyle's pretty strong. I race him pretty much every week. He's pretty clean, consistent guy, and just runs clean lines. So he doesn't make a whole lot of mistakes. So that's to be expected when he's out front.
Yes,
Hey,
sir.
Vince. Hey, Vince, can you hear me?
I got you.
Hey, ask Steve who else won tonight.
That?
He's talking about we were having a little bet tonight to see who was going to win the most picks, and I was winning until the feature, and then last minute we changed up guys. He picked Kyle Jarrett, I picked Cody Miller, so he wins tonight. I owe him a beer.
Yeah, usually if you go with Kyle, you can't go wrong there. He's pretty consistent, clean guy. He doesn't make a whole lot of mistakes. He that's how he makes up wins every week.
Yeah, it's a name
I
that
just
even I
wanna-
recognized.
I just wanted Steve to call me a winner tonight.
Well, I mean, you won. I wouldn't call you a winner, but
Yeah, this is not one of my stronger tracks. It depends on how it wears. I was kind of hoping with them running up top enough, they push a little bit down there in the middle, so I could start running a little low and slide up there and wait for some guys to make mistakes. But we had a few impatient guys that thought they were professional sliders, and it just got ugly.
yeah, I mean, I even saw Kyle Jarrett, Cody Miller, some of those guys doing some crazy slide jobs, just getting frustrated with the guys they were in front of because they were quicker, but they just couldn't make the pass, and they said, all right, well, we're going to send it low and make it work, and that's what they did, and then they did it back and forth to each other, and they end up wrecking each other. So it's just, you got to play a smarter game than that.
Yeah, this track can be tricky, man. It can tell you it's going one way and then it ends up going another. Typically on this one, when it starts wearing, you'll ride the high side. If you can get the cushion pack good enough, you can get a pretty good run up there. But to me, it was a one-line track. The download just did not work tonight. Not one of my stronger tracks. I wasn't expecting a whole lot. Just get prepped and ready for next week's Cash Clash, and hopefully get everybody out there, and we'll see where we go from there. We haven't picked the track yet, so if you're interested, every Wednesday about 8 to 8:30, we'll be doing our cash classes, and I'll make the announcement a few days prior as to what track we'll be racing at.
Well, all right, Vince, we'll definitely keep an eye out for it, and we'll share the daylights out of it. Again, you can follow us at facebook.com/HollerBoysRacing for details there. We'll always be posted there, as well as other sim groups within Facebook, and just keep an eye out. We had a pretty good crowd tonight. We'd like to make it a full 50 next week if we can get it.
If we can get the full 50 entries, we'll do a $50 to match on the winner of the race.
Good deal. All right, Vince. Well, thanks for talking to us, and we'll see you next week.
See you next week, guys. Thanks for the broadcast.
Thanks, Vince.
All right, Eric, you got any thoughts to wrap things up tonight?
I think it was a great turnout. We picked up some more drivers from last week's totals, so I think it's more moving in the right direction. What about you?
Absolutely. I mean, I would have liked to see a full field, but again, I can't complain. It was, God, we only had, 10, 12 last week, so we've got maybe 25 or so tonight with 18 finishing the race, so I can't complain. It was good. It was entertaining. I would have liked to see maybe another 25 laps to see if Cody could have ran down Kyle, because it certainly seemed like he was going to do that. It would have been a nice battle to watch, but we'll have to wait. We'll see what happens next week.
Yeah, I mean, when we done the free one, attendance was high. Kind of put the $5 if you want to pay out on it last week. Attendance shrunk, and it picked right back up this week. So let's build off that. Keep up the good racing, the good heat racing, and I think we have something special going here.
Absolutely. We'll keep doing it, even if we got to do free ones. I mean, the guys are here to have fun. The money part of it's nice, but I'd rather have a full crowd of guys, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, all right, Eric, thanks again for you're joining me here in the booth for the broadcast. As always, I'm Steve Singer. That's Eric Dotson. We will see you guys next week.
Thank you.